Chat, we're not gonna talk about why I'm late, okay? Just nobody say anything whatsoever. To answer the question, no, it wasn't the microwave. So Gingers, you're wrong. Um, basically, oh god, how do you stream again? I forgot to open up all the things that I need. So chat, bear with me for a second. Lame, I know. Chat, here's the deal. Here's what's happened, right? Little ol' me was in the midst of dealing with, let's just say, uh, just some things, you know, nothing crazy going on, nothing to worry about. I think this is, oh, there we go. We're good. We're fine. We're dandy. I gotta open this shit though. Hold on. Val forgot how to stream? I sure as fuck did. I'm gonna be real, I don't know what I'm doing. It has been a minute because... Hold on. Let's throw some tunes on. There we go. I've been dealing with this thing called live chat, and unfortunately that also means I forget how to stream from time to time. But we're here now. This is loud. Better. Essentially, I woke up this morning, I overslept, I had a terrible migraine, I took some Excedrin, and lo and behold, that has led to me just feeling absolutely tired. It's been a while since I've been in your streams. I had to make a new Twitch. Oh, oh wait, you're Az. Hold on. I gotta do a thing here. Hold on. I gotta give you... Actually, I don't know if I have any more VIP slots. Actually, I might. Gotta give them to the homies. Glad things are getting better, hopefully. Somewhat. I will say they're somewhat getting better, but also kind of... It's been a chaotic week, guys. Yo, hey, Kuro. There you go. No way, VIP. Let's just say I woke up, had a migraine, overslept. I decided, you know, I'm gonna try and stream today because I promised I would do it. And I see the femboy didn't lie. I did not lie. Whatsoever. The thing, though, is I was late. I was very late. Reasoning for that? I had somebody that offered to come in and help clean and vacuum my room, and I was like, sure. And they were late. And then it took them a whopping hour to vacuum my floor. So that took a little bit longer, even though I had specified saying, hey, I'm kind of on a time crunch. So that took a minute, but it's okay. Make sure you're drinking water and eating. I know, Sarah. I appreciate it. So I have plenty of water with me. I can't guarantee a long stream today, chat. I'm gonna be real. I think I'm just gonna talk. I think I'm just gonna chat. We're not gonna do any games, even though I might want to try Poke Rogue. But we're just gonna chill. because, my god, it has been a day and I'm exhausted. I am tired. And I'm just, yeah. But, I hope everybody's been well. I know it's been almost, no, not even almost. It's been exactly a month since I went live last. I didn't go live during April at all. That's on me. That's because I had other things that were a priority. So, Overwatch, right? Good one. Kuro, I shit you not, I was just on Overwatch, like, 3 hours ago with Austin and a few friends of his, and it was, yeah. I told myself no more Overwatch after that, but you can't tempt me, because otherwise I might get back on and do horrible. Actually, I was doing fine. I was playing DPS, and instead of playing Sombra, I was going Torb, and I was just shitting on people. That is in the shower right now. Let me know if you want to play. I have it installed. Fuck you, Slash. That's crazy. Okay, Sarah. And you know, I can't blame you for that though, because it happens. Sometimes, you just gotta. Yep. Anyways. uh. Also, I don't know if I said hi to everybody, but I'm just gonna say hi everyone, because there's too many people here already. When you keep up. But yeah, chat, I hope you're doing well. I hope things are good. I'm sorry for not going live at all during the month of April. It was not even for just a monthly, but the monthly quota, like once a month streams. I didn't do that. I should have. I almost I think I was given the idea by somebody to go live and just do my intro, and then that was it in an end stream, and I almost thought about doing that. April Fools? Yeah, April Fools on May 2nd. Time for me to be your manager again and put you on a schedule. I mean, you just might need to. I don't know. I feel like I can somewhat maintain a schedule. I need to get back on it, but I can do it now. I kind of have I think I have a little bit more time to do so. Or maybe more of a motivation. I'm not entirely sure just yet. Val's back. I mean, hopefully. Yeah, I will say the only reason why I didn't go live maybe near the end of April, even though I kind of somewhat planned on it, is because I was dealing with, and I'm still kind of am, Zoe is a little sick right now. She's not feeling the greatest, so I've just been trying to keep an eye on her, and we're gonna take her to the vet to make sure that things are all good. Uh, she's okay, nothing physical. She just seems like she's just a little sicky, just a little sicky baby. So, a certain someone thought of that idea, huh? Yeah, I wonder who that could be, JK. When you end stream, go live again? Sure. Hope everything goes fine. She'll be okay. I think she just needs a little bit of a checkup just to see what's going on. We do think that part of it could have been because we got her the wrong food a couple weeks ago, and when she had it, it really messed with her, so we immediately swapped it back, and I think that just kind of... I think the switch up that we did instead of trying to transition it may have messed with her a little too much. Because she wasn't even eating the other food, so when we got her normal food, she ate it right away. So that was like the one thing that happened. And we think that because of that, it's kind of not agreeing with her. That could do a lot, yeah. I know that because I told my mom we gotta be careful about, if we get them the wrong food or if we get them different food, we have to be careful not to switch it too quickly. But because Zoe hadn't really eaten much of, like, the other food at first, my mom just kind of assumed it was safe to just switch it then because she hadn't eaten much of it, but it was clearly still not agreeing with her regardless, so her going from one food she hated to one food she loved kind of didn't it didn't pan out well. If I get Grazer the wrong food, he shits everywhere. Yeah, with Zoe, she doesn't get, like, she doesn't get the shits. She doesn't like, she just gets antsy. She just gets where she's like is super stubborn and like she'll just be like moody and it's like she won't really eat it, but she'll definitely be like more lazy just because she's not eating. She's a little bit more out of it. I will say she's doing a little bit better today. She's been out of her litter box more because I'll say that she was sleeping in her litter box for a good couple of days. Because we couldn't get her to come out of it unless she needed to eat or drink. But she's been out of it for a good while today, so she's improving. She's doing a little bit better. We got her some stuff to kind of lure her out just a little bit. My mom got her a new blanket. We got her a couple little new toys. That's concerning, I know. We wanted to make sure that we took care of it as soon as possible because we noticed that. I noticed that she did it like for one night and then, I was like, okay, she's done this before where she does it for like a night or two when she's not feeling well, but then she comes out like after a day. But this was going on for a good couple of days consistently. I do think you should get an appointment soon. Yeah, that's on the books. Don't worry. We're gonna get her in as soon as we can, probably like by Monday. Because I don't know if we're gonna be able to get her in over the weekend. And tomorrow we definitely can't do it just because we have other things that were already planned. So behavioral changes can mean something is going wrong. Yeah, that's what we were thinking. So she's like I said, today she's doing a little bit better. We're just keeping an eye on her, but we have a planned vet appointment for, Monday. I don't want to scare you or anything. I just want you to be aware. Yeah. Yeah, I think the one thing that was a little bit annoying because I had some other like family members that, and don't get me wrong, they know a lot about animals, especially like my cousin. She's also in the vet field. Um, but the only thing that kept bothering me is some people that, because I know my cat well enough to know when something that's, you know, genuinely wrong with her is when she's not acting the way that she normally would. And she's not like a typical cat. She has a bit of a quirky personality, I would say. But some people were, kind of not understanding that and by some people I mean one of my mom's friends was not understanding how she acts as a cat because she's not a very typical lovey-dovey, loves everybody, loves walking up to strangers type of cat. She's a very timid, shy cat. Did you just call your cat quirky? I did, because she's a little quirky cat. Like that's one way of putting it, is it not? Say our cats are normal to eat everything and we'll be fine. Has she never seen any cats? She's seen our other cat, Navi. She knows how. She's a very. Let's just say her personality is more like she's a very timid, quiet cat. And she's really clingy to me and my mom and my brother. But other people, she does not normally like very much. So when other people are kind of like mad or upset that she's not going up to them or is begging for attention, that's just kind of her, that's her way of saying that she's not used to you at all yet. But once she gets used to you, she just wants pets. That's all she wants, is she wants all the attention. She hates getting picked up though because she is not a fan of having her paws off the ground or off of a surface for more than like 5 seconds. And we've only learned that every single way possible because when she was a kitten, she loved it. But as she got older, she kind of started to really hate it. So we don't, even when we do it, she really, really does not like it. I will never force an animal to interact with me. People are weird. That's what I'm saying. So when I have people that are constantly in my ear being like, what have you done, like, why is your cat so much like this? Like, what have you done to them? I'm like, I didn't do anything. That's just them. Because some people don't understand that Zoe is just a very unique kind of cat where she's not typical. She's not very much like a normal cat. So I'm aware of like the behavioral changes in her. So when I have other people telling me like, well, she's acting different, something's wrong, and I'm like, no, that's fine. Because I know her. But that's why I started getting really worried, because I know specific changes really do not, like, sit well with me when I notice them, like her getting moody, Because she can be moody sometimes, but that's if she's being a brat. There's a difference between her being a brat and her being moody because she's not feeling well. Get a pet, then you'll know, dumbass. Exactly. Because, you know, Zoe can be moody when she's not getting her way, but in some cases, like when she is sick, she's just moody for no reason. My dog has really bad anxiety around new people, but I'll never force them to be around them. I know when Ben moves in, he's going to have to get used to it. Yeah. There's no way I'll force my dog to be 100% at first. Exactly. Like, I've never forced Zoe to be 100%. There's plenty of places for her to go, like, you know, hide or isolate if she doesn't like somebody. Like, you know, for instance, chat, when Austin was here, Zoe was hiding 90% of the time. She did not like him being in my room. It wasn't until the very last day that he was here that she finally came out and laid with us. Grazer and Ben will be best friends within a month of living together. Yeah. I wish you the best of luck, though. I mean, I imagine Grazer's pretty, you know, easy to work with, though. He seems to just genuinely, you know, just be protecting you regardless. That motherfucker hated me. Nah, she was fine. You know, chat, so story time. Me and Austin were laying down in my bed, we were cuddling, and what ended up happening is Zoe decided to lay right in between us and was hogging the blankets. So when we had to get up and move, she wouldn't get off the blankets, and trying to move the blankets, she was hissing at both of us. She was not happy with it whatsoever. But you know, eventually she got over it. As long as he sees that there's no threat, he'll be okay. Yeah. Zoe, so, you know, eventually saw that Austin wasn't a threat and was just like, yeah, you're chill. I almost beat that motherfucker for hissing at you. Homophobic cat. I love Zoe, yeah, and Zoe loves you from a distance. Because I could tell chat, so the way that my room is laid out and the way that my bed is it's positioned right in front of the TV, but there's a little spot for her to perch on next to it. She was laying there on a pillow, staring us both down. She was giving Austin the absolute stink eye. She did not like him. Elder, why'd you... L. That's crazy. From a very far distance, yeah, she really did not like him. Ben said fuck you, tell him I say fuck you back. Also, tell him I say hi, because he stinks. Oh my god, but yeah. So, I will say, chat, like, you know, my cat, she'll be fine. She's like, okay. Right now, I'm gonna see actually where she's at. Hi, Zoe. Hi, baby. She's staring at me from her litter box, but she's not laying down in it. She's just sitting. So, but like I said, she's been out of it for a good while today. She's actually been out of it and was like sleeping on my bed for a short time, so... No way, cat. No way. Yeah, but we're gonna probably take her in Monday, because we won't be able to take her in tomorrow. Or over the weekend, for that matter. Poop anxiety. Just a little bit. The only thing that we've been able to do to kind of help... No, okay. I'm not... It's taken right now in front of me. Brother. I'm still working on getting my dog comfortable here. Yeah. Some of the things I've been doing to get Zoe comfortable is, I've just, you know, I got like a little towel to place, you know, in front of her. And, you know, I was able to get her wrapped up in it for a short time, because she felt a little cold. And, you know, she liked it. She was warmed up for a little bit, and then she wanted out of the towel, so... That's kind of been something we do to kind of help, but she's just a little sick girl. She's a little sick baby. but she'll be okay. After we take her to the vet, we'll be able to see what's going on. Burrito cat, burrito cat. I will say she's a bit more energetic today than she was the last couple of days. She was she hates blankets. Yeah, she does not like blankets, but this time around she was able to let me wrap a towel around her. So, yeah. Oh, Val. Oh no. Yes, Sarah. I'm scared to see what you're gonna say. We found you a sick new gaming keyboard. I can't tell if it's gonna be a joke. Wish exclusive. Oh no, yeah, this is gonna be good. Tell you what, Sarah, you give that to me the next time I see you guys, or you find it for me so I can buy it, and I will open it up on stream. Because I will do it. I will unbox it just to see how sick this is. Our dogs and cats aren't allowed in our rooms. Zoe is not allowed in my closet. We already have it. Oh no. Am I gonna expect that as part of one of my gifts when I see you guys? So I have a feeling it's probably gonna be amongst all the presents. Oh my god. Yo, what up, questionable? Yeah, Zoe's not allowed in my closet, and it's just because I don't really want her in here. She has, like, this affinity with wanting to hide in between my tower and my desk, so I can't really do that. And it gets really warm in here, and while it is nice for her, I don't want her to really be in here for too long. Not to mention that, it's a little too cramped in here. And she can sometimes get in the way, and I feel like I get a little too loud when I'm gaming. And I don't want her to be resting in here and just, hearing me shout. Sarah's gonna kill me and my family when she learns we have to keep our cats locked in a laundry room. It's honestly, don't get me started. It's because Amber Gingers. How do you fuck that up? Purgant. Or, no, I'm sorry. Purgiant. Bro, what? No, when I found out too, I was just as upset. Because here's the thing. Chad, if it wasn't obvious in the way that I have to explain things, I think I mentioned this before. I have to keep Zoe in my room because the rest of the apartment is kind of a maze for her. And her and Navi don't get along that well. And if they are together, they tend to fight almost too much, and they've never been able to get used to each other. So we have to keep them separate in order to avoid, any maulings of any kind, because that happens. So I keep Zoe in my room, and it's unfortunately a forced choice, even though I wish that she could go out and about. But the apartment is a maze for her, and it's too much of a mess, no matter what we've done to, like, and by we, I mean I, because I'm gonna do a lot to, like, keep things manageable. So she's not allowed to really be a free roam cat around the house. So she's in my room a little too much, and I feel bad, but it's kind of a forced choice that I can't exactly, like, I can't do anything about it as much as I want to. I will say though, she does seem pretty used to being in here, because she doesn't always she actually hates leaving the room, and she hates being left alone. So, that's one thing. But I really do care about my cat a lot. I would never go out of my way to, like, purposely lock them away if I had to. I would rather her be out and about, but it's a little too dangerous for her. Also, I agree with what Sarah said. Sarah, I told him that if we when we move in together, I am taking both those cats. We are going to definitely be adopting those cats and taking them with us. Check the M's. What's this? What the fuck? What is this? Wait, this actually... Hold on. This actually is from Wish. Cat House? Exactly. Okay, ironically... I mean... Okay, chat, it doesn't look that awful. I just don't... It's just the description of this, because okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what he sent me in DMs. He said he sent me the link of it, and then he said that's the keyboard, except the one I have only turns orange and doesn't have a phone stand, so it's just worse. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. I would say, is it an upgrade to what I have currently? I mean, like, I would say maybe. It does look cool. I want to press buttons that I don't know about here. Elder, I swear to God. How's the Jeopardy thing going so far? The Jeopardy thing is going pretty good. I will say that. Chat, if you guys haven't already submitted questions or answers for Jeopardy, if you go to my Discord, I announced it. I'm gonna be planning a Jeopardy game show, in the near future. And I'm gonna say this. I'm planning other little games here and there. I have plans. I'm cooking some things up. How I'm going to execute them, I will get there when I get there. What do you have for a Wish keyboard and be considered an upgrade? Or what do you... Wait. Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, okay, chat, right now the keyboard that I have is a keyboard that Sarah got me last year. Oh, there's info about the buttons, and now I'm no longer curious. That's fair. The keyboard that I have right now is a hand-me-down from Sarah because she had gotten a monitor, and it happened to come with a keyboard and a mouse, and I've been using them ever since then. Shit came for free with my PC tower? Exactly. Oh, this is a PC tower. I thought it was your monitor. Unless it was just your whole setup. I don't know. Regardless, oh wait. It was the monitor? Oh, I was right. PC tower? It's what desktop uses. Like, basically, instead of having a laptop, you just have the tower for all the parts. Last keyboard I got was my backup after my keyboard met the concrete. And you got Ben's old headphones? I did. I'm not using them, though. Those are still in the box. The CPU? Elder. Second controllers hit the PC tower. Hold on. I'm gonna look this up just so that Elder knows what we're talking about. Yeah, the exterior, there we go. Yeah, I guess it's technically called a tower case. Use the headset. It is a backup headset. It is a backup headset, okay? That shit is good. I know it's good. I'm very well aware of it being good. Last time I saw a whole PC, the monitor was a fucking cube valve. What do you use now? I use... What are these? Logitech G332s. That's what I use right now. Last time I... Wait. Elder. Good job. But yeah, I currently use a Logitech headset instead of what Ben got me. Or what Ben gave me, I should say. These are, like, this headset's fine, though. I'm pretty content with this one. What headset did Ben give you? Pretty sure it was a Razer headset. I'm gonna do shield mode, I swear to God. Do not. Val. Yes, Sarah. Bro, that's better. I know it's okay, chat. I know Razer's better, okay? I like my Logitech headsets. Headset Ben gave you was $100. I got home from work 10 minutes ago. Hi, Quokey. Razer's kind of bad. No, hold on, chat. Chat, listen, before I'm going to full name you. No. Chat, I'm aware that Razer's good, okay? I'm aware. I do like Razer products, okay? I just... I just happen to have this headset, alright? Okay, because when I got back... or no, it wasn't even when I got back. Before I had left on vacation, I was gifted a replacement of my headset, you know, because I had broken the same type of headset. And so I was given a replacement. And then when I went on vacation with Ben and Sarah, Ben had given me another headset, so... Razer isn't bad, it honestly gets a lot of shit. It does. I do genuinely think Razer's really good. I do think Razer products are really good. I'm very much like somebody that likes to stick to having something. And like right now, because I already had this headset, I just, you know, figured I would use it. Elder. Elder, wrong Razer. I'm gonna strip your PC out and fix it. Austin. Oh my god. Fanboy, if you don't goddamn use the headset, alright, listen here. You sweet summer child, brother in Christ. Chat. Chat, we're not gonna be playing musical headsets here, okay? I will use it. I can promise you that. I promise I will use it. Just let me be. Oh my god. Don't stare at me like that. Someone clip that? I'm poor, I don't know about headsets. Use it or you get the cringe meme. Chat. You can't be... Are y'all just gonna be fucking blackmailing me or doing, like, threats to get me to use the headset? Are these SteelSeries or Sony? Well, Sony headsets are pretty good, too. Chat, I'm not really a big person on, like, audio quality. I just want something that works, but I also know that, you know, like, Razer, good headsets. I know that. Like, I like the one I'm using right now. It is comfortable. Amber said she was through your cat? No! If you don't, chat, I said I will use the headset. I will just, you know, use it. You need audio quality? This has great audio quality, alright? You know, that's a good threat. Do this or get sent a cringe meme from Gingers. It's a Kraken Tournament Edition? Is it actually? I didn't get a chance to really look at it. It's definitely a tier above what you use now. That's the point of headphones for audio quality, the fuck you mean? Well, yeah. You can't hear shit in the games and you complain about it? No, it doesn't. I don't complain! Yes, look at the box! No wonder you can't hear where the enemies are. This motherfucker barely hears. Okay. Alright. Val, Clokey, Ginger. Oh my god. Alright. Chat, I promise to use the headset. Alright. I'm not gonna swap it right now. I'll pull up clips from earlier. Did they not teach you to read your language arts class? Brother in Christ. I can read, okay? I skimmed over the box. I wasn't, look, I don't pay attention to that shit sometimes. I just get the box and I'm like, okay, cool. That's it. Oh my god. He needs hearing aids at this point. I'm not that hard of hearing. I can read skims. You can read. Also, hi Bean. Chad, I promise I can read. Alright? You pain me? I don't want to hear it out of you. Alright? I don't want to hear it out of you, of all people. Because you pain me. Oh my god. I can't comment on that. Nobody's gonna comment on anything. Alright. That's... Oh my god. Look, chat, I promise to use the headset. I promise it is not gonna go to waste. I hope you buy expired milk because you skimmed over the expiration date. Okay, that I look at. I don't skim over anything that's supposed to be important. I make sure I look for the things that are actually important. Spoiler, it will. Oh my god. Right. Uh. If not, you get the meme that got me banned from Walker? What? Like your fucking audio quality. Rada rada rada. Blah 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 chat. Alright, look. I get that I complain about not hearing some people, but I swear it's just because I'm deaf. Audio quality isn't important? It is important! So the lovely headset you got from the basket isn't important. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with y'all? Why are you like this? Be used for setting up audio? Chat, I have a confession. I don't... I don't have an audio mixer. Chat, it's a scuff setup here. I'm in the closet. What do you want? Why are you like this? Wait, I do shit. He doesn't. Yeah. Okay, look. I will admit that I don't have an audio mixer. Oh my god. There's software. I know. Brother. I have tried. Come on. Oh my lord. Look. I use a laptop, it's still better audio hearing. You were screaming at a wall, you tried so hard. No the fuck you haven't! Austin, if anything, you are the one person that I've actually talked to daily when it comes to audio shit that you don't yell at me to be like, get an audio mixer, get an audio mixer. You have not done that. You can't say you've tried when I know you haven't. The gays are fighting. I'm old, but I use audio stuff. The closest thing I can have to mixing my audio is I separate all my tracks in OBS, and that's how I do my audio mixing when I'm live and recording. I don't do a lot of that shit for other things outside of that, because I don't care. I'm about to call you a slur? Ain't no way. Austin? Chat, no, we can't be doing this. Gauge fights. I like how this turned into a roast fest. How is it that every time I go live, this goes into how are you doing to let's roast the fuck out of Valion? What is this? Is this just a thing now? Is this just gonna be like an occurrence every time I go live? What, just this weekly roast of the day? Is that what it is? Or weekly roast of the day. Fucking roast of the day. Is that it? We love you, Val. Chat, I hate you. I'm kidding. I love you, Chad, but Jesus Christ, you all just kind of, you make me want to never go live. gonna turn into a COD lobby if you keep talking about audio, Val. It's my time to leave. I'm actually going to bed. Good night. Oh, good night, Bean. COD lobby? No, this isn't gonna be a COD lobby. What else you don't use for streams? I don't think there's anything else I don't use. Tonight we were fixing your audio. Oh my god. Fine, we can fix it. His brain? Elder, I should take away your sword for that one. COD lobby my childhood. Hood. There you go. Chat, I feel like the only things I don't use for stream, fixing audio stream, I feel like that would actually break stream, so we're not gonna do it while I'm live. But... You better know where Ben's headset is. I know where it is. It's where I can get it. It's fine. I'll burn everything before dying. That's... yeah. Oh my god. This is gonna be something. But yeah, chat, I'm not gonna fix the audio on stream just because I might actually break something. So we'll do it off stream. And then next time I go live, things might be different. I don't know how to burn stuff. Brother. Oh boy, this is gonna be... How long have I been alive for? 43 minutes? You have a sound mixer, right? No. My, chat, I use a USB mic. I don't have an audio mixer, or like a sound mixer. Anyways, I'm gonna go scream and cry about rat beef while I make dinner. You do that. Okay, Grandpa, now back to your room. Chat, I have to preface things. The reason why things are... I have a USB mic. Okay, but you actually... Here's the thing. You have... What? What are you on? USB? Oh my god. Chat. You wanna know something? I have just been going the scuffed route. It works. Val, explain. Chat, here's how I'm gonna explain things. My setup, before I got what I have now, used to be dog water, okay? I didn't have, like, this is also before I found out about, like, you know, internal software audio mixers. You know, this was before I found out that those existed. And even when I did find those out eventually, they never worked for me. I could never get it to properly work because it always was set to the wrong outputs. And every time I would try my best to do everything I could to fix it, it would not fix. And even now, I just never bother trying because I got things that work for me. Is busted, not scuffed? Look. What are USB mics? Yeah, that's what Austin said. It's just mics that plug into your PC using a USB. That's what it is. That is all it is. I just, you know, I did the very minimal work of making something that works easily for me. I don't like having all these fancy bells and whistles in some places. It just doesn't work for me. It's not that I'm too smooth brain. It's just... So don't use your PC mic. No, because my PC doesn't have one. Yeah, I'm going to bed. Go to bed, Grandpa. The only reason why things are the way they are is just because it's what I'm used to now. That's literally it. I've just been too lazy to conform to the new norm, if that makes sense. Maybe that's why my audio cuts out on Lethal Company. Maybe? I don't fucking know. Yeah, it's just, I'm just used to things being the way that they are. That's it. I've just been a little too lazy to conform to the new normal, I guess, because a lot of it takes a lot of work, and also it's just like it's just a process of trial and error. And if I've already got things down to a T, I'd rather, if it's not broken, don't fix it. That's my motto. Time has changed, Val. I know. Now fix your damn setup. My brain hurt from this. I know. I get it. It's bad. To be fair, Austin was already yelling at me for my bad setup when he was here, so I understand that. Yeah, but hear me out. It's broke. I mean, I guess. Oh my god. Look, I'm just picky, alright? I'm a picky person. And we've been knowing this, I think. Dear Lord. I know, okay. It's okay. Chat, by the next stream, I think my audio is gonna be fixed, everything's gonna look better, and things are gonna be, you know, not broken. I barely understand what you're talking about on audio and stuff, and it still hurts me because you can fix it easily. Is the cable safe? The cables are, well, my cable management... Chat, I am in a closet. I have to be... there's only so many cables. The audio isn't even bad. There we go. The audio's not bad, it's just... Okay, chat. Austin, I swear to God. Also, hi, Lucas. But chat, no, here's the thing. It's not that the audio's bad. This literally is just a matter of, like, me being on a budget and me just having to make do with what I got. I don't got a fancy audio interface or audio setup. It's not a matter of cables. It is just a matter of me being in the closet and having to have something a little scuffed. I broke because of my rabbit. I saw that, and I'm sorry, Speedman, but I hope things are going well for your rabbit at least. Chad, do not spend money or so help me. Just come out. Yeah, why did I think of that? I thought you came out of the closet a while ago. No, I mean, like, if we're talking, like, metaphorically, no. Physically, also no. He's getting better, he's just EP in his cage area right now. That's fair. Where do you know you're gay anyway? Brother. But yeah, essentially the reason, like, that's why I haven't bothered getting an audio mix or like an audio mixer of any kind, just because if I don't have to worry about it with me, you know, I just do things my own way. I tend to manually adjust a lot of my audio for myself, you know, just the way that it is, and when I'm streaming and recording, I can just mess with it in OBS rather than an interface. That's what I like doing. It's just more preferred that way. And then when I'm editing, it's the same deal. I can just fix it in post. So that's why, because I have multiple audio tracks for me to fix all that stuff. Audio mixers are not needed. Well, that's why I didn't get one. And even just like an audio interface of any kind, that's why I'm like, look, that's why I am the way that I am. Look, everything is fine. Oh my god. Also, weren't you planning on playing something tonight? No. Doesn't OBS handle audio tracks easily? Basically, I mean, mixing not needed, but the buttons to be feeling nice to twiddle. Well, yeah. Okay, but that's like an actual physical audio interface. Or audio mixer. I don't have something like that. I could get something digitally, but I just... again, prefer doing things my way. And OBS handles its audio tracks easily just because I can, like, for example, chat, I could just do this right now. Guys, you could just go from, now you guys can't hear OBS, or OBS, fucking Spotify. Now you can. It's as simple as that. Interface isn't about editing on the fly, it's just supposed to make your life while on PC easier. I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna say that that's wrong. I know it is. I have things that I'm able to do just fine on my own. I can't hear OBS. Yeah, I meant to say Spotify. But that's my point, is that I can just do that, you know, if I'm streaming or recording. I can just mute things. I can just turn things down. I didn't even know Spotify was playing. It was so quiet. Yeah, it's because I have it low on OBS. I can turn it up a little bit, though, on Spotify itself. But I'm not going to. So instead, we're going to turn it up just a little bit. There we go. Just remembered something. Miku dance? Exactly. There you go. You guys should be able to hear it now. But yeah, I just, you know, that's kind of like the point I like to make, is that I don't care about, you know, making my life on PC is as easy as it is. I don't get the whole thing about it. Maybe I'm just old school. Maybe it's just me not being so picky about it. Maybe it's me not being autistic enough about it. I don't know. I've never really been too much of a person to worry about it. I almost forgot to attack on Clash. Wait, CWL? I don't know what that is, but I assume it's Clash, maybe. You'll get a non-scuffed setup when you move? Well, yeah. I plan on having a less scuffed setup when I move. Because right now what it is it's very scuffed. And that's just because I'm living at home still, and I'm with my mom and family, so... Clan War League? There we go. That's what that is. I figured it was like Clash or something. But yeah, Clan War League makes more sense. So, yeah. Which, by the way, chat, I don't think... I might have mentioned it already. I plan to be moving by the end of the year, so... That's another reason why I'm gonna try and pick up streaming again, just because your boy needs to move. And if I'm gonna be moving, I'm gonna need money. So get ready for 12-hour streams. I'm kidding, there will not be 12-hour streams. I think that would be a death wish. When y'all get the usual suspects house, everything will work out just fine. Yeah, this is not gonna be the usual suspects house, I could say that right now. This is gonna be my roommate, Lucas, and I just being stupid. Subathon time, let's go. No way, it's Blue Loon. Hi. How's it going? Need to start planning streams and stuff? I do. I do need to start planning more streams. Well, yeah, I've been able to play Supermarket Sim for 4+ hours, except I haven't played Supermarket Sim in a minute. Val, I'm shitting your pants? No! Do not shit my pants right now, please. That is not what we need. Suffering in a group chat? That's, or, yeah, I assume that means group chat. That's fair. I have no idea what's happening in that right now, but I assume it's something. Yeah, chat, if you think I'm gonna be playing Supermarket Sim and calling it my job, because I'm playing, you know, a standard 9 to 5, you got me fucked up. I might do, because I saw that there is a mod for it. Save yourself? Yeah, I think I'm gonna save myself, thank you. Go look. Oh lord. Chat, what I could do is I could do Supermarket Sim, but chat could play. And you guys can, like, shop throughout my supermarket, but I think I need to set up that mod for it, but I know it's a thing. So I could do it. Other things I want to plan are obviously Jeopardy. I want to do some other stuff. I might, honestly, chat, I might do, like, fucking Pokemon at some point. I love it, I'm too addicted. Yeah, I was addicted for, like, a week straight. My hours are not good. I also, there's a lot of games I could be streaming now. I could do, if I really wanted to chat, which I might, I could always do, fucking, Cult of the Lamb. That's an option. What Pokemon game? I was thinking of doing Pokemon Violet. I might, because I mean, I have yet to actually play through Pokemon Violet. I started the tutorial and then I never finished, like, the first part of the game. So I feel like maybe a week. It feels like it was way more. It might have been a little bit more, I don't know. Might have been 2 weeks. Thinking here. When Violet slays, check DMs. What is this? Alright, chat, sorry, I had to check something. Try Pokemon Arceus. I've played through, well, I haven't played through. I should correct myself. I played Pokemon Arceus. There is a VOD out there of me playing Pokemon Arceus where I just was rambling the entire time. While playing through the game. And it's like, it's fun. Check DMs. Okay. Thanks for that. Um, my god, my brain just went blank. But, Pokemon Arceus. I've played through some of it. I haven't played through the whole thing, but I know it's a good game. It's either that or I wanted to finish through Pokemon Sword. Because I've still been playing through that. I never finished it. I picked it up and played it for like a good month straight. And what happened is I just like completely like burnt myself out before I could get to like the 4th gym. Sword drags so hard. It does drag. It's, although Pokemon Sword as well, is horrible. Okay, chat, I understand that people don't like Pokemon Sword and Shield because it's like, it's not what people had expected of a, you know, open world Pokemon game at the time. But it was my very first, like, actual, well, not very first. That's an exaggeration. It was the first Pokemon game that I genuinely, like, had fun playing through. Because my very first Pokemon game was Pokemon Omega Ruby. And I will say that with Omega Ruby, I did not know what I was doing. I had no idea what was going on. And I don't have my 3DS, so I can't play through that save file because I don't know what the fuck I was doing or how far I got. I don't even think I got my first gym badge. I don't even know what I did. I just don't like the writing of it. I mean, that's fair. I just, with Pokemon Sword, it was my first actual Pokemon game where I paid attention and was actually trying. So it's one of my more like games that I think I would play through just to finish it before I try Violet. But we'll see. Because I still want to give Violet a try too. I definitely want to give it a shot. I just didn't do it because the tutorial dragged for so long. And by the time the tutorial was over with, I decided to not play through anymore, and I figured, well, I'll just pick it up again later, and I never did. So that's why. I have my 3DS still, Pokemon Omega Ruby, Y, and Sun. Yeah, I misplaced my 3DS when I moved, like, 5 years ago. Or not even 5 years ago, I think that was, it was close to like, 6 or 7 now. I think you can get one from GameStop. Well, yeah, I think nowadays, although I don't want to have to start a new save file, because I know I have my 3DS somewhere, hopefully, it's just I need to see how far I've gotten once I do find it, because I'm pretty sure I had a bunch of my 3DS games with it. But it got misplaced when I moved. So that's, like, one thing. and I'm pretty sure when I come across it, I'll, you know, I want to check and see how far it got. And then what I might do is I might look into seeing if I can find somebody or someone to modify it so I can stream from it, because obviously anybody that isn't a tech nerd of some kind, and I'm not saying that I am, of course, but I know it is possible to modify your 3DS, especially like old models, and most DSs you were able to modify to be compatible with a capture card. So I might try and do that for myself just so I have like something to use, because I think it would be interesting to see my save file without having to transfer anything. I don't think you need to modify it for streaming it. Well, you do, because most people nowadays, they just use an emulator. I don't know how exactly to uh transfer all of my files to a ROM hack of some kind, or I guess in this case, I don't know how to download the entire ROM so I can play it from an emulator, because now also a lot of 3DS emulators were taken down because of Nintendo. So that's another thing. Is I can't use, I'm pretty sure if I were to try and use Citra right now, it would work, but it's gonna be out of date because of Nintendo taking down all of the emulators. You know, it's the main problem behind Sword and Shield for me was how they made it. The map is the most boring one I've seen, and the story lost itself. Yeah. Play it legally under totally legal means. Yeah, about that. So that's why if I wanted to play it legally, you know, I think the problem would be the Nintendo Fun Police. Yeah. The problem would be if I wanted to play it legally, in heavy quotations, is a lot of the emulators, or I should say the DS's quotation, were taken down by Nintendo. So it won't work. And then if I legitimately wanted to play it legally, I have to get my DS modified. Because it's not going to be compatible with the capture card. Nintendo Valve plays on the Switch and it had a 3DS. He is talking about playing on them exactly. Speaking of Nintendo Fun Police, though, did y'all hear? This is probably anybody that's a Gmod OG or fan of any kind, whether you've played it back then or not. Did y'all hear about the whole like Nintendo taking down 20 years worth of content from the workshop? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. It's really depressing. It's been confirmed too that it's actually somebody that's pretending to be Nintendo. It is heavily implied that it's supposed to be that. Bro, what? Yeah, in short, there's a... At least Mario is gone. Yeah. Like, my Gmod account, no, anyways. No, not the Gmod account. Okay, so anybody that doesn't know, and I assume, because Lucas, I thought you would have known about this, but I guess not. Yeah, Nintendo... Wait, Nintendo confirmed it was them? Really? That's still no proof it is Nintendo? Okay. I mean, we don't know if it is or not, but it could heavily be, like... It could be Nintendo, but it could also be somebody else that's pretending to be Nintendo and is sending out false claims, but... I thought the Gmod team said it was. They said it was, but they don't know that it is. There is a video that Moist Critical did that kind of does a deep dive on it. Because there was actually a lot of Gmod content creators that were getting flags on their videos, from a similar name to the name that's seen on the, Nintendo DMCAs that Gmod and, Gary Newman had received. And basically... Gmod has loose proof? Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of content creators that use Gmod and Source Filmmaker that had gotten previous false claims on their videos for DMCA takedowns. and it was all from the same uh guy basically. And when they looked into it, they discovered that it seemed rather suspicious that this guy wasn't affiliated with Nintendo, but was saying that he was. And it later, was confirmed that it was a similar thing happening to Gary's mod. So people have been trying to tell Gary himself that it's not actually Nintendo, but they're still going through with it anyways, and they're taking down what is essentially 20 years worth of Nintendo content from the workshop, which includes a lot of, like, obviously fan-made works, fan models, everything, because, it's great, you love to see it. Gary said, why would it not be Nintendo if they've been doing it for 10 years, but they have no confirmation it actually is Nintendo? Yeah, because the thing is that if this was Nintendo, they would have been on it from the jump. I think maybe after 3 years of Gmod being as big as it is, especially with workshop content, because the workshop wasn't implemented for a good few years, and most people that were getting their mods was doing it through other Gmod affiliated websites back then. So you would think that they would get DMCA takedowns there. So that's why it is, like, it's a 50-50 chance if it's actually a Nintendo or not, but like a lot of people don't want to take their chances and are being told to take down their stuff, which I think is rather sad because when you think about it, this is 20 years worth, so it's going to take a while. And also it's just kind of, it really puts a damper on the whole community because these are like everybody's like pride and joy. Like there's a lot of like fan made, workshop pieces out there that are like models and props and stuff, maps even. Oh yeah, 100%. They would nuke that shit from the beginning. Exactly. I hope it's not them at this point, but shit's already being deleted. Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of stuff getting removed from some of my favorites and my wish, or not wish list, but my favorites on Gmod in the workshop. It's already like starting to be noticeable. The guy that gave Gary the notice said he's been doing this for 10 years and Gary just took it at face value with no proof. Yeah. So, unless there ends up being proof that it's not actually Nintendo, unfortunately, I don't think Gary's gonna reverse the thing at all, but what are you gonna do about it? It sucks. Um, it makes me upset because yeah, not to sound like I am a nerd about this stuff, but I am a big Little Big Planet and a big Gary's Mod kind of person. These open, like, sandbox, user generated content video games are my life because you get to see what other people are making for other people to use and play. And with this happening, and also the shutdown of the Little Big Planet servers, it fucking sucks. Because there's just nothing, like there's no good games that are out there nowadays that focus on user generated content that isn't like mods basically that adds things to the games. You don't see a whole lot of like without having to get mods, you don't have different types of video games that have an open workshop like you would see in Gary's mod or I guess in this case, let's say like obviously Little Big Planet or any game that you can see has like user generated content. That doesn't exist everywhere. The closest you're gonna get is with modded servers or modded games. And that's about as serious like or about as close as you're gonna get. What a nerd, couldn't be me. But on a serious note, I'm sad that Little Big Planet 3 gets shut down. Breaks my heart. Yeah. Animal Crossing, well, okay, Animal Crossing has user generated content, but that's like custom. That's more custom designs. I would say that's still user generated, but it's not in the way where you can get like in a lot of cases with Gmod, it's like custom furniture or like other custom maps and things like that. Little Big Planet's the same deal. You can get custom, maps. Or not custom items per se, but like you can play through custom maps built by people. You can get items, stickers, things like that. It's not the same type as Little Big Planet or Gmod. Yeah. The funny part. What's the funny part? Questionable. Because I can tell you right now, the funny part is that, I think, well, I don't know if this is the funny part. I know that the reason why the servers were shut down is because at first they were getting DDoSed, and then they were down for a good while to a point until finally they said, hey, we're not bringing them back up. PS4, Xbox S, and Nintendo Switch will eventually shut down at any moment. True. That is also very true. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is a lot of, right now, especially with a lot of new consoles coming out, the previous generation of consoles are eventually going to lose their servers, so it's going to suck. You can add almost anything on Gmod, and Little Big Planet gave you a whole bunch of items that you could use to make levels. Exactly. You had a lot of, like, opportunities to do whatever you wanted in those games. I think that's why I like those games so much, and that's why I love anything that just allows you to add more. I would say that, like, Minecraft is a close second. It's not like you have a workshop, though. You definitely have, like, your mod loaders, which adds things into the game, but it's still not the exact same thing, because it's still technically not user-generated. It's more people that genuinely know what they're doing when it comes to mod making, wanting to make a better experience for its users and its players. And that's like as close as you're gonna get. Whereas user generation, you have these things that other people can use, other people can play with. And like it's this wide thing. Like the closest we're gonna get is Dreams by Media Molecule, which is obviously the original devs behind Little Big Planet, but you're not gonna see anything like that, like anywhere else. Minecraft is like a point in between. It has a ton of stuff, but a lot of user content comes from mod packs, mods, commands. Exactly. So that's why, because I feel like before I started doing a lot of modded Minecraft, I used to actually play a lot of like servers that had strictly plugins that were user generated stuff. And a popular one that I know was like big at the time before it got overtaken just in general by like other mods and stuff was the player heads like plugin, which allowed like custom player heads to be like props and objects like, you know, foods and books and things like that for decorative uses. And I thought that was actually like the coolest thing to exist. And so essentially when mods, you know, modded servers became more and more of the norm for a lot of these things, and plugins were kind of being, you know, phased out of like these smaller interest, you know, like especially like little servers that are like essentially Minecraft realms. Um, you don't see a lot of that anymore. You see a lot of people using mods that do, you know, do these things for you. It's just fucking depressing seeing these companies that don't care about the community and shuts down the games that they love to promote their new unfinished game. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm really glad that a lot of people were able to archive as many of the, like, I guess I should say a lot of the levels as they could for Little Big Planet, because there was for a very brief moment in time when they found out that all the servers were shut down, that they genuinely thought servers were like, or not servers, but like levels were going to become lost media. Fortunately though, there has been an archive link of every single server or every single level saved up until, what was it, late 2023, just before the recent server shutdown, before they officially called it. And all of those are from Little Big Planet 1 all the way to Little Big Planet 3. So essentially you have, if there's anybody that made levels out there, anybody that made that kind of content and saved it and favorited it, it is essentially no longer lost. There is a small gap though where some things are still missing, but I assume it'll be found in time as people dig through more and more of the coding and the files to find stuff. But until then, there's a small chunk of things that are considered lost, but it's not massive, which I think is good because a lot of people wanted to make sure these things were archived properly. And I'm glad that they are being archived properly, because it's just depressing. This is like the year of the shutdown. Because holy shit, there's just a lot happening. Like, we have people retiring, we have fucking like studios shutting down. Rooster Teeth is closed down now officially, and they're getting ready to wipe the channels and everything like that in the coming months, I assume. They are just there's a lot of things that are insanely wrong. There's a small possibility to revive that, but I'm not sure it will happen soon. If it even happens in the first place. Well, my best assumption as to what can save anything in regards to Little Big Planet specifically is what's gonna happen is either a the so similar to how a lot of what was it? Because I know recently the Nintendo eShop shut down officially for 3DS or anything something along those lines. It was shut down. Um, but there was like a website where you could archive all your save data, and a lot of people took access to that right away. And so I know a lot of that is, all of that content can be saved so long as you have the means to do so. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a way for that to happen with Little Big Planet if there's somebody that wants to make like a full access server archive for everybody to upload their files to properly save them and have them be playable from emulators or from other like servers, if that makes sense. So much digital media is getting removed as well. Oh yeah, it's a weird year. I don't believe there will be another Rayman game. Don't even make me think about it. Oh my god, it is a weird time to be in. Cause what the fuck is happening? There's just shutdowns, there's retirements, there's things going wrong. It's like they're hitting us with this out of nowhere. Like, what are we supposed to do? We can only prepare for so long before we're told, hey, it's happening, and then we're like, what the fuck do we do? Because some people weren't ready for this. That's why indie games are the future. Yeah. Off topic, but I'm building a fort. I don't know why I haven't done this sooner. This slaps, as you should, honestly. Sorry, I just now saw that, too. It's just time. Everything is slowly decaying. Just enjoy the time we have. Yeah. And that's true. I mean, I am trying to do that. I will say that I am. It's just, growing up in this era has been weird because you're seeing a lot of things changing a little too quickly. I don't think it was out of nowhere, but there was hints that still caught us off guard. Well, yeah. That's what I mean. It's like we're told, from years prior, like, be ready for the shutdown. And we're told, like, oh yeah, we're reminded, a couple years later, being like, oh yeah, it's about to happen. And then when it does finally come up on that year, then we're just like, oh wait, it's happening. So people are scrambling is what happens, is that people kind of realize, like, it kind of catches you by surprise. So most people tend to just, like, they don't want to think about it, and they're just like, what do we do? But then eventually it gets sorted. That's why since 2020, I'm trying to play the best games this decade. Well, until 2030. That's one way to go about it. It's definitely just time. The things we liked as a kid are going away, but the new things are like Roblox and Fortnite are filling the niche of community-made content, even if it's not really our thing. Well, yeah. Old games and new ones. Yeah, exactly. Old games and new games are always good to play. I feel like I try to find games that are timeless. I like to play games that you can go back to time and time again after not playing it for a while. Like something you can easily pick up again, but Roblox is definitely not new, but I get your point. Yeah, well, with Roblox, and I feel like that's another example, is that Roblox has user-generated content, but it's specifically made for that game, like that type of game mode or like that type of server where you can't just use it to make your own thing unless you make a fork of it in some way. Like you have to make like some sort of like your own version of that same mode. And I feel like that's where a lot of the duplication and copying comes from. And I feel like that's why Roblox is like so made for the ADHD mindset, because it has a millions of these different types of games with a lot of them having the same premise, just with a different coat of paint. And people will eat that up because that's what they want, because they can't focus on anything else. Roblox is a scam with people that work around it. Yeah. That's why I do not, like, really... I don't like having to, like... I guess I play Roblox, but not... I don't like playing the very typical games that everybody's flooding to play. I don't like those types of things, because there's a lot of those game modes that are just, like, pay to win, or they're just very mind-numbing, and I don't like it. Same thing we loved back then didn't really fit for younger adults like us as a cycle. Yeah. Not as religiously as your boss. Yeah. We don't talk about Pezzy and his affinity for playing Doors, but now he's speedrunning Superliminal and like other games. I think right now he's, what, is he trying to speedrun Ultra Kill, or is he trying to play through it? I don't know what he's doing. All I played with Roblox was Natural Disasters 1. Yeah. Ultra Kill? Yeah, I figured. I've been seeing him play a lot of Ultra Kill lately, so I assumed he was speedrunning it. He is a different breed. I'm a consumer. Yeah, you're a consumer. I'm not. I'm not a consumer. I think he was playing through it, but once he finished, I'm sure he'll speedrun. Yeah. Ultra Kill is fun. Yeah. I mean, still waiting for Ultra Kill console release. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I will say, I'm just impressed with the amount of games that he wants to speedrun, and I'm just impressed that it's basically gonna be every game under the sun at this point. Because that man is a different breed. Oh my god. But yeah, that's honestly, when coming to the corner with the Silksong believers and Bloodborne PC players. Oh man, you know, one day you guys will get Silksong. I'm surely, right? Anyways, D2, ha, no. Chat, I'm not playing D2 ever again, despite the constant asking for D2. One day, y'all are coping. Y'all are on some serious copium. The yeah, I do not believe it. Shut up, no. You have your Hades 2 confirmed. Well, okay, that was kind of a given though, is that we assumed. Look, I wasn't saying I was coping thinking it wasn't gonna happen, but it happened. I'm not saying that I wasn't. Oh man. Look, it's fine. We're good. We managed to get it. Silksong was also a give it until it wasn't fair. And then it wasn't, then it wasn't, and then, okay, I get your point. You got what you want, it's not fair. Elder, I hope that means keep yourself safe. Because... in-game, exactly. Keep yourself safe in-game. That's what I'm gonna say that as. Twitch, do not get me. I'm going crazy. How about you don't go crazy? Elder, no. Chat, I think it's time to end. I think we've all lost it enough today. Austin, okay. Alright, that's it. Chat, good stream. I'm kidding. I'll go for a little bit longer. I don't know, how long have I been live for? An hour and a half? Feels like I've been talking for a minute, though. Emote only doesn't affect you. Well, yeah, because everybody, basically half of my chat is a mod. It's either half of you guys are mod or VIP. There's no in between. Except for the plebs. Then you just exist. You know, PS4 games might be retro in the next 5 years. Oh yeah, that makes me feel old. Which I'm not ready for. Pokerogue? Eh. I want to give it a try, but I don't know. Play the game I mentioned above. It's peak indie gaming. What game did you mention? Katana Zero deal. Wait, Katana Zero, I assume. Uh, maybe. There's a lot of games I want to actually play through and give a shot. There's a lot of games that I don't know if what I'm gonna actually like or not. It's fun, but you have to nerd out on Pokemon. Well, yeah. That's the thing. I'm a Pokemon nerd. I'm not that much of a Pokemon nerd yet. I'm not sitting here knowing every single typing and what it's weak and strong against. That's Austin's department. I'm gonna go live tomorrow and play it for hours. I know you are. Plus, has the synthwave theme that you like. True. Have you played Hotline Miami? That I haven't played either, but I know the theme. So, I don't know, maybe. I guess it really depends. Like I said, I don't. The only reason why I never played Hotline Miami is just like I never liked the I like the aesthetic. I just never liked the gameplay. I was never a fan of it. I need Hotline Miami injected into my brain. Nah, we good. I don't know, maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll try some new stuff. Maybe I'll see. GTA 1 gameplay. I mean, I guess. It's not even just that though. It's more like I just never liked the style. Hotline Miami goes hard. The gameplay is the best part. Need Ultra Kill injected into my brain. Chat. Austin, what are you doing? Like the songs in that game go so hard with music. Also, okay, the music is really good. Was the Ultra Kill mod where you can have music in the game? I swear it's Ultra Kill. I keep telling you I don't think it is, but maybe I'm the stupid one. I thought that was a different game. Also, that's what I said. I'm pretty sure he's thinking of a different game. I need that game. Oh my god. Austin! I remember when I saw TikTok with the name once. Oh, brother. Yeah, Elder, if you could ever find that, please send it to Austin so we can stop fucking dying. I swear it's all he's been trying to find. Are you good? In chat, he's not good. Yeah, there we go. Not until I get what I'm looking for. Jesus Christ. Hopefully it'll be easy to find with all those ship memes I saved. Oh god. He's seen better days. I mean... He's, yep. Anyways. my god. God, my head is pounding right now. My throat kind of hurts. This is what happens when I'm sick. Alright, have I sent you one yet, Val? What have you sent me, Elder? Because I don't know. Austin? Excuse me? Mini cocks, okay. Like mini chalkies? I don't even understand what's happening anymore. Chat, y'all are on something. I think though, I'm lost. Cookies, Val. I know you mean cookies, alright? Just shush. My brain hurts. Honestly, it does not help that I had to listen to a vacuum. Chat onto something? Alright, don't encourage them. Yeah, I am gonna be real for a second. My brain is really starting to hurt though. Like not even my brain, my head. And it's because, before going live, obviously there was somebody vacuuming in here for a good, like, 40 minutes straight. So I had to listen to that and I couldn't leave the room. And my head hurts from listening to the vacuum because I have, like, sensitive ears. So my head be hurting, and I'm probably gonna end here in a minute. I went live though. I did what I promised, and I will try to actually go live again on a schedule. It's crazy that everything is gonna be 20 years or 10 years old. Yeah. I'm a little sick, so my head kind of hurts as well. Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that I woke up with a migraine already, I think I would be more than ready to go for longer, but yeah, that didn't happen. That was the opposite of what happened. I'm making a gamer steps? You are insane. But yeah, chat, honestly, good stream. Good hour and 33 minutes. I will let's see. I'm gonna actually try and schedule something here. Let's see. Chat code femboy? That's not a thing! We're so back. We'll see. I genuinely want to work on more streams. I want to do some more stuff. Next stream, we'll see what I feel like doing. We'll see what happens. I'm not gonna actually say what I want to plan, because then I feel like I'm not gonna go live. Because that's what always happens, is I say I'm gonna do something and I don't do it. But the closest I'm gonna get to saying I want to do something is expect a stream with Kuro in the future involving Pokemon. That's all I'll say. It's crazy that it's been 27 years since that Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Let me believe it is! Chat, listen. Listen carefully. I will say this once. If I ever get a code with Gamersups, I will make sure that code femboy is a thing. And if not with Gamersups, I will make sure that it's with a, you know, whatever company I get a sponsorship or a partnership with, I will make sure we have code femboy, okay? Femboy Lover 83. Yeah, there we go. Chat, code femboy will become real. It will happen. Emerald Rogue Race? Oh lord. I don't know about that one. Wait, hold. I'm holding. What should I be holding actually? I'm afraid to see where this is gonna go. Adam and Eve sponsorship. No. We're not getting an Adam and Eve sponsorship. Chat, could you imagine if I did, and then I have to sit here with my little fucking, like, my dog ears and my dog tail saying, hey, fucking, you know, Like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, the fuck do you mean you want me to say, here, take this? But the bag? I mean... I guess. I mean, I guess the bag would be important, but like... I don't know if I could do it. Think about the bag.
Hey, listen!
What the... Mexican shroomish. Okay, thanks for the follow. Using your other account, questionable. Beating Dark Souls using a sex toy as a controller. I don't think that would be... I mean, that'd be a funny video, but like... That would be funny, but like, would it be worth it? Maybe when I move out. Oh my god. This is so fucking... Why do I do this? This is what I do for a living. Sometimes. That's for a different platform? Wait, when you move out, huh? Don't worry about it. Oh, don't worry, it's fine. If a fish can do it, a sex toy can do it. I saw a man play Warframe with a butt plug, so... Okay, how did you know this? Elder? Do you want to explain something? Do you want to talk about it? You know, it's okay to not be okay. Link? Okay, we're... Chat, we're ending. we're... It's, I think that's enough for tonight. Peru? Okay. My fucking god. Oh, I follow them on Twitter because they used to do Warframe builds? Okay. Chat, good night. Yeah, chat, it's been a good one. No, but seriously, chat, I will catch y'all later. I don't know when I'm gonna go live next. I can't promise anything without saying I'm gonna do something, so we'll see what happens. I will probably try Pokerogue next time I go live, though, genuinely. And we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for joining me. Thanks for just hanging out. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for chilling. So 5 years? Yep, 5 years. Alright, I'll catch you later, chat. Good night. Love y'all. Elder! By the way, I will see y'all next month.